My name is Jayashree. I'm a senior accountant as CPA working at Sai CPA Services. Today we are going to have a discussion with Mr. Ajay Kumar CPA working at Sai CPA Services about EIDL loans and what are all the changes made on September 9, 2021 and how they are repaid or not, are they free. So Mr. Kumar is going to help us to know about the process and what is EIDL and the changes and also the targeted EIDL. Mr. Kumar?
Today we'll talk about Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL Phase 3. If you recall, the Phase 1, when the EIDL first came out, the maximum you could get is $150,000 of loan. Then it came out as a second phase, and this 150 could be increased to $500,000. And a lot of people got the additional $350,000. The same loan, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL, now can be up to $2 million. The funding hasn't started yet. The funding is expected to start from October 8th. But this is a great program. They have not only increased the amount of funding from $500,000 to $2 million, they have relaxed several other criteria. So now under the new rules that was just released recently, there is no payment that you need to make for 2 years from the date of funding. So if you got the funding today, for next 2 years, you are not obligated to make any payment. If you choose to, you can make it, but you are not required to make any payment. The other thing they did, since a lot of small businesses did not get phase 2 funding yet, a lot of people are still waiting for their $350,000 to show up. They got the first 150, they reapplied to get the $500,000. The difference, the 350, is still not distributed to them. So IRS decided that the SBA will use the next 30 days up until October 8th exclusively to give money to those in small businesses that qualify for the $500,000. So the phase 3, $2 million, from $500,000 to $2 million, that funding, the approval of the case will not start until October 8th. The first 30 days are given only to the phase 2 small business people who qualify to get up to $500,000. Not just that, now under the new rules, under the changed rules, this funding can be used to pay your prior commercial debt, your prior SBA loans. So a lot of people have the line of credit. A lot of people have a separate business loan, which is at a much higher percent. And let's decide, in this EIDL, the rate is at 3.75% for 30 years. That's cheaper than the mortgage. So 3.75%. If you have other business loans, commercial business loans, you can use this funding to pay off your prior debt now, which was not allowed earlier. You can use this funding to pay off your other SBA loans. So any loan that you have, any business loan of course, this money is supposed to be used for business only. You cannot really take this property and have high shareholders distribution, high salary for the owners. That's not an okay use for this funding. EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster Loan, is to help you with your business. So your business can survive. You can have the right employees. You can hire, you can have more employees. You can increase the salary. Just make sure there is no conflict of interest. You're not increasing the salary for yourself. You're not taking the money home. You're not buying another larger home because now you have the money. The money is meant for the business. But as far as the business is concerned, any expense is a fair expense, including the prior debt, credit card debt that you had for the business, commercial debt that you have for the business. You can use this EIDL funding to pay off all your prior loans. Jayashree.
We would like to know about targeted EIDL advance and supplemental EIDL advance. Can you please explain about this, Mr. Kumar?
Thank you, Jayashree. I completely missed it. I know you asked me. So there are two parts to it, the targeted EIDL and the supplemental targeted EIDL. So the major difference, why this is more important, even though targeted EIDL, the maximum amount is $10,000 only. And you wonder, why are we talking about it? I thought EIDL was $2 million. So why is 10,000 so much important? Because this 10,000 is free money for you. You do not have to return it. So the rules under the targeted EIDL is you have to justify that year over year your business has gone down by 30%. The maximum amount of money you can get is up to $10,000. The supplemental targeted EIDL is additional 5,000. And again, it's important only because you do not have to return this targeted EIDL money. And this 5,000, the supplemental EIDL, you have to justify that your business has gone down by 50%. In total, the targeted EIDL can be $15,000, and this is your money to keep. You do not have to return it back.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. That's a very good learning for us about EIDL loans and targeted and supplemental advances. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Jayashree, it's my pleasure. I hope you all learned something out of it. Please, even if you don't need the money, do yourself a favor. Do your business a favor. Get the money. You can always return it later. You never know what the opportunity comes your way. So I'm advising everybody, all the small businesses, to please try to get the EIDL funding as best as you can. The maximum is 2 million. Not that you will qualify for 2 million. Some businesses will get more, some will get less, but it's a great opportunity under the EIDL program. I hope you like the show. Again, my name is Ajay Kumar. I'm an accountant, a CPA at Science CPA Services.